What is going on, everybody? How you doing? My name's Josh.
Howdy, I'm Sarah.
We are bored at home.
Yes, we are.
And Sarah, what are we doing today?
Today, we're two.
Yeah, we are.
So we have decided we will take a look back at our videos for the past year and mark them by 10.
Yes, rather than make this video a year and a half or half a year past when the year ended, like the last one.
the last top 10.
We thought that actually...
Let's get on to it.
Because, do you know what?
What?
Because I had so much fun doing the year one video. It was so interesting to me.
Yeah, we had very different views.
To see
year one.
what your list was, and even just like looking back on those games and being like, oh man, trying to rate. Like, I had a lot of fun doing that. So we thought, no, let's just make this a thing that we do.
Yes.
On or around our anniversary. So that's what we're doing today. Top 10 year two.
Let's get into it.
An immediate getting into it. So, for those who haven't seen year one, I just one rule. There's a rule. Hard and fast rule as well. If you've got something on your list that is also on my list, but I've got it higher or you've got it higher, we're gonna discuss it at its highest point. So it's just gonna be the standard. That is also on my list.
Yes.
Okay, and then we will move on to the next game.
I must say it's a really hard decision. I've changed my list multiple times. I'm not entirely sure. No, I'm pretty sure. I'm sitting with it. Yeah,
today it is your top 10 from year two. Yes. It was a difficult call. How many games did we play last year, Sarah?
30? No, 20. Oh, I had the list. I told you.
You did. That's why I thought you'd remember.
Do you
turns
remember?
out, oh no, I think it's like 37 or something.
31.
I was kind of close.
I was closest with 30.
Yeah, that's fair. So 31 games we played.
31 games we played
in year two.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a good time. There was
some really good videos, and we've had a few Kickstarter games.
Yeah.
Which I love. That trying out new games, like discovering new games.
Oh yeah,
preview games advertised, but just having this game brought to us. Same with the mystery box, having games brought to us, being like, play this.
Oh yeah, the mystery.
And being like, we have no idea. We don't know what anyone else thinks of it. This is just.
It's been great. Honestly, year two has been a good time. It makes me very excited
for another year.
For year three, I'm very excited.
Can you handle gaming with me?
I'm not sure if they can see on camera how grey I am starting to become from all the stress that is losing to Sarah at Board at Home. But that's all right. That's all right. I'm prepared to sacrifice my hair for the channel. Right. So we get it now. I have one honourable mention before we get into a top 10, and I will explain why this is an honourable mention and not in my top 10.
But what if it's on my top 10?
Ooh, well then.
Why didn't you mention it at the end?
No, because I want to end on my number one. I don't want to then talk about one that's like not on my list.
Okay, so if
it's on your list, then we'll talk about it.
Okay, all right. Good.
Okay, but my honourable mention is Chroma Arcana.
Oh, nice, good game. That got released.
Not on your list?
No, it's not on my list.
Okay, excellent. So the reason why it's an honourable mention, and it definitely would have made my list, was just because the version that we played was a promo copy.
Yes.
Right? And I feel like until I've played like the full game, which I am very much looking forward to, which if you're watching this, well, the Kickstarter launched today.
Yes.
It might. I don't know how long. I don't know how long it'll take me to edit this video, but so it should still be on Kickstarter when this comes out. But it was so close. I want
to play more of it.
Yes, I wanted a full version. Yeah. So that's the only reason. Chroma Arcana definitely would have made my list, but. Yeah, it was a preview copy with only like maybe a third of the content, if that.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to put it on there.
Okay.
But there we go.
So
do you want to kick us off with your number 10? Let's get into number 10. I'm excited.
Move them around.
I'm nervous. Let me look at my number 10. Okay, yep, I know what mine is. What's yours?
Zombie dice.
Zombie dice. That is
I
not on my
loved
list.
it.
Yes,
It's
very cool.
It's a little game that you can just pick up at any point. You know, if you're just kind of sitting around and you're just like, you know, I can't get a big game out.
Yes.
We have a lot of big games.
Oh, yeah,
I
very
can't
much so.
get a big game out right now, but I'm just going to get this. And you're just like, I'm just going to faff about by myself. And you feel like you draw people into it.
Yeah.
And when we played it, I feel the tense environment was going on. I feel like it's stressful in all the right ways.
Yes, no, actually, and I remember the first time that I heard when Stephen told me about Zombie Dice. He picked up and he'd taken it to a get together that they'd had, and it was that. You're exactly right. It's that perfect sort of doesn't take up a lot of space. I'm literally like it's noisy. Like I'll give you that. That is a big a big dice box rattle, but. Yeah, super easy to play. You just rolling it, counting. I think, were you counting zombies? You're counting bullets?
You are counting, you're killing zombies. So
yes.
You want to get zombies.
But Fandooble-esque.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Because that's my default game. Well, I don't even know what those games are called, but dice roll.
Those dice rolly type game. We've got a few of them.
We do, but Fandooble was my first one. But yes, Zombie Dice, I did very much enjoy that. That was good, but didn't make my cut. Didn't make my cut. Okay, so my number 10.
Yeah.
Stuff Happens.
Oh,
yes.
That's not on my list.
No, so Stuff Happens is one of those games where, so for me, I like how we play it. I like the game as well, but I like how I like the stories. I like the storytelling aspect of Stuff Happens, and just
such a bizarre turn.
The pictures that you paint with these random cards and random scenarios. It always, every time we've played it, and once again, it's a party-ish game.
Yeah,
same
you
as Zombie Dice.
Kind of sit around, and we've done it a few times with our friends. Just when everyone's together, just sat around and
just having a nice night, and just the hilarity that ensues from telling these crazy stories. Or I mean, we also have the adult version of Stuff Happens as well, and just the depraved, crazy things that you are spieling off while you play this game. It's just so great.
Some really good scenarios.
I really like.
The person who thought that game, like each of those scenarios, just their mind.
Oh yeah, and don't get me wrong. I have issue with the ratings of some of them because I'm like, there ain't no way that's worse than this. But that's part of the fun of it, you know, where you just
I totally
there's
agree.
no way that getting stung by a bee on my nose is worse than losing 3 toes, you know? But
there is some argument to be had with few of them.
There is.
That's the whole point.
Exactly. And so it's not only, it's the discussions that you have.
Yeah.
You know, the, oh my gosh, what ifs.
It can be a quick game, but it never is.
Yeah, oh no. Especially, and the more people you have as well, and just the more luck. It's so much fun.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
It's a good game.
Okay.
Go for it. Your number 9.
Okay, my number 9. Go RPG.
Oh yeah, that is good. It didn't make my list.
So I had a great time with Go RPG.
Yeah.
I really like the mechanics of it. I like the different the randomness of the weapons, of the characters, of the locations that you're putting out. I had so much fun with Go RPG. Just and don't get me wrong, I love urban tech games. Obviously, we're huge fans of theirs.
Yes.
They are ace.
Yeah.
But I just think there's something special there. Like Go RPG.
I think Go RPG made me angry. Like when I've played it, I feel like my blood's starting to boil. The frustrating if I don't get the right card.
You're not drawing the right people, drawing the right weapons.
Yeah, I've not had the right game.
Yeah, no. See, I have not felt that.
It's a good game. I'm not saying it's not good. It's a really good game, and I've enjoyed it. And we've played it multiple times.
Yeah.
But But yes, it brings out the defensive anger in me.
So I've had a couple of bad draw games, and that is the thing that can happen with these random deck building games. Essentially, you've drawn badly, and it sort of sets you down a path of oh dear. But the games, and for me, it's been a lot of the games that I've played of Go RPG. It's the oh no. I've drawn a 10 or a 13 or an X. And it just makes it so much fun when you're like, am I going to go to this location?
Go to this place and just wipe it out. Or go to this place and you just be like, as soon as you turn the cards off, you're like, oh, life choices.
Oh, yes. No, I like the strategy that's involved of like, now if I wait for you to go to that location and then I can swipe in there and wipe out the monsters and take all of the glory for myself.
The frustration.
Oh yeah, so no, Go RPG was my number 9. I really like that game.
Nice.
Really, really good. Go on, hit me with your number 9.
Machikora.
That is on my list.
Oh, interesting.
Machikora Legacy is also on my list.
We'll discuss that later.
We will discuss that later. Go on, hit me with your number 8.
5-minute dungeon.
Oh, did not make my list.
Every time I play this, I feel like this is a game that I do not play enough.
Mm-hmm.
It is better. We've played it as a 4-player game.
Oh yeah.
And the stress. I get the full on shakes.
Oh,
and
yes.
I know it's a good game when I'm like this. And my hair's getting like, because I'm like distractedly shaking out. And it's that like, come on, where is that card? It just makes me laugh every time we play it.
Yep.
It makes me laugh so much at how ridiculous it is.
Oh, very.
Like this dungeon crawling, high speed, and then you've got the app that's like telling you
counting down at you,
and making you stress. It's just a good game.
So it's one of the few games that Sarah will allow us to play messy. Because she has no choice. Like, because we're all just throwing cards and you're just getting this huge pile.
You have no idea.
Usually it's Sarah that's the clearer. So she's got this, like, huge sweep of cards next to her while we're throwing.
I feel like when we played it on our channel, we didn't get that far. I don't remember. I have a vague recollection.
We got knocked out pretty early.
We just,
I mean, I can totally see that happen. That happens all the time.
Yeah. So,
No, that is a good game. Like, you're just matching symbols with monsters. You know, everyone's got their different heroes with their different powers. You know, your power might be you can get rid of a monster for free. I can break a door down for free. Like, they've all got their individual powers. And yes, it's just, this guy needs 4 swords. I've only got 2 swords.
Yeah, you're just like, where is it? And then you've kind of run out.
Drawing out. Yes, once you've discarded a card, it's gone.
Yeah.
You've only got your draw pile to find these things. So it's that, yes. Very stressful. The timer, everything about it. Yeah, good choice. Good choice. It did almost make my list. I do very much like it, but
not quite.
Not quite.
But
okay,
8.
So it's my number 8.
Your number 8.
Okay, my number 8, and it almost breaks what we talked about with Chroma Arcana, but my number 8 is Small Time Heroes.
Oh, really? That didn't make my list.
So, I didn't have a choice, okay? I know what I said about Chroma Arcana, and I stand by that, and I loved Chroma Arcana. But Small Time Heroes, it's such a good deck builder. We've played 3 different bosses.
And we've got the new character to play, the
cleric, right? So I feel like with Small Time Heroes, I had enough of the game to give it a good feel and a good verdict, right? With Chroma Arcana, I didn't feel like I had enough of it.
Yeah.
Now I feel like, I have the meat of this game. I really like it. I like how random it is. It's very roguelike deck builder, right?
Yeah.
One of my favorite genres of games.
Yeah.
The characters play so differently. The bosses have been painfully hard, but always achievable. Like there's no, I felt like with
Whose game were you playing?
I felt like with at least two of them that one we did win, but I felt like the Goblin King we could have beaten. If we
I feel the Goblin King, those bombs. I think
bombs
that Goblin King was probably how it didn't make my list. The first one, so the Wolf, we lost the first time.
Oh yeah, we did lose that one, yeah.
But then we played again and we got it. And I put that down to we hadn't played it that often.
Yes.
We were learning mechanics. The Goblin King with those bombs just felt impossible. And then who was the last one we played on?
The Necromancer.
That was good, and I like
the zombie
the
horde
game,
was...
and I'm up for playing more, and I've had a look through the cleric, and I am intrigued about this character, and I'd like to play it. But there was just, for me, other games that was, it was just a bit too hard, and there were other games, because after I kind of set my list ended up with way too many, more than 10.
Yeah.
I went through and went, which game would I prefer?
This one. And that's
which
fair.
game would I prefer? Which moved things around, which is why it
didn't make the
off.
cut.
Yeah,
and that's all right. Like for me, I think about that game quite often. You know, it sticks in my brain.
Yeah.
And we've played it like half a dozen times, and I know that I still haven't seen. Like I've just been playing the same character for the most part. I know I still haven't seen all the cards. Like there's still so much there that I haven't explored.
3 or 4 cards in a game.
Yeah.
And I need more. I need, like where you're saying you feel like you've got. I need more.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like considering the stack of cards is this
long. The random player decks. Yeah.
You're only getting 4 in the entire game. I feel like. I mean, I like a thin deck, but it's too thin.
It's too thin for me. So, yes, so there you go. That was my...
Number 8.
Number 8.
Go on, hit me with your number 7.
Is it my number 7?
It is your number 7, because I started with my number 8 was...
Okay.
Oh, hang on. What's mine? Okay, yeah, go on.
My number 7 is Qantas Tacos.
That is also on my list.
Okay.
So
we'll move on to your number 7.
My number 7 is New York Zoo.
That is also on my list.
That was a quick number 7.
Yes, that is also on my list. Yes, so that's number 7.
Number 7. We'll talk about both of them later.
All right.
Number 6.
Yeah. Oh, yes, let me look at my number 6.
Right, my number 6.
Yeah.
Corpse Cat.
Not on my list.
Now, Corpse Cat, if you look back at the video, you will see a whole host of us.
Yeah.
I was wearing my nice fancy hat because
Coronation Day.
Yeah. For King Charles. And there was so many of us around the table.
Yeah.
And we have played with that many off camera as well. And I love it. The fact that like some people die insta quick, but they don't die. Like it's the type of it's a very cleverly done game that you can be out but not out.
Yeah.
It's hard when you're playing a game, particularly with kids.
Yes.
When you play a game and that person dies, and then they're like, "Well, I'm just gonna go."
I don't want to sit at the table.
I don't want to sit at the game, watch you guys play for too long. I'm just gonna go and do my own thing.
Yeah.
So it's a good way of keeping them involved, being like, I'm gonna
revenge ghost.
Yeah, which I really like that concept, and it's quite easy to play.
Yeah,
we still only have the paper version, and I want a real copy.
Yeah. I'm sure that we can. I'm sure we can figure that out. Yeah, we have just got a print and play version. It is definitely worth. I do really like that game. The black humor, the concept of that game. Like, you're all playing as cats.
Garage door.
Just like you're trying to murder each other. And it is quite funny. You're right. The first time you play with somebody and they see these horrible things that are happening to these,
poison cats,
to these cats, and oh yes,
ran over,
and the glee of watching somebody else murder another character. The character cats like names and personalities and Yes, it was.
Good.
That is
I
a really
the,
cool
the
game.
The concept behind it, really impressed me.
Yeah, a game that we should play more.
Yes, we should.
Yeah, no, that's a good.
Like I say, that's why I feel like I need a box.
Yes.
For it, it's in
because it's in the print and play it's in our print and play area, which is filled with print and play games. Whereas if it was in its box, I can see that.
If you
standing
can see it
out.
on the shelf, because our shelf, as you can imagine, over the many years has grown.
Yes.
When you're looking for a game, those print and play ones don't stand out as much as the boxes do.
Yeah. That's true. It's sadly true.
Cops Cat.
Nice. Yeah. Good game. Good game.
More, I'm like, should I have put it higher up now?
Should I have raised it? It's too late. The list is locked in.
Yeah, it is.
You can't change it now.
What is your number 6?
My number 6?
Hang on, I need to just check this. Yeah.
Machikoro Legacy.
Oh, okay.
So,
yes.
Machikoro Legacy has been a bit of a revelation for us. Like, it not only is it the first, I put an asterisk on our first Legacy game. Only because Jaws of the Lion, I think, is a bit of a Legacy game. But,
okay.
So...
Not the same type, though.
Not the same type at all, but it has been the first, Legacy campaign that we've played.
Yeah, that we played on this...
for the channel, and...
So we played many off camera.
Oh, we played loads, yes. But neither of us had ever heard of Machikoro. Like, I bought it on a whim.
Heard of it, but didn't know much about it.
Yes, had heard the name and had heard.
Never played the original.
Yes, had heard the name, heard it was really good, and I don't even know why I bought it. Just because I think we'd just finished a Legacy game, or we'd just been like, ain't playing Risk Legacy anymore. So so we were looking for another Legacy game to play. So I just picked that up on a whim, and what a grand old time.
Yeah, and I like it. It's so the reason it made was it number
8 for you? 8.
It was number 9.
Number 9, yeah.
Was only because it's got, I think it's 10 games.
Yes.
And I think that's a good number. We're almost.
Yeah, we're at like 7 or 8 or something at the moment.
Yeah, we're almost there. And they have changed some bits. But like old Legacy games, adding new concepts. We're starting to forget little bits, so there's more to do.
Yeah.
Some bits are getting a little bit samesies.
Yeah.
So I really like it, and I have that like. Can we just?
Should we just play a game?
Just play a game.
Yeah.
It hasn't had as many views as I thought it would have. It hasn't been as popular. But despite that, I want to keep playing it, which shows that it's a good game. Because I'm like, I don't mind if people aren't watching it. I want to play it for me.
Yes, and I think that's a very good point. Where like quite often it's like, you know, especially when you're thinking about things in like the terms of like channel and stuff like that, you can be like, oh well, if it's not getting views, then we can get, you know, then we ain't gonna play it. But it is very much that like, yeah, I just want to do that, and it sort of reminds me of like why we do this in the first place. Like Weareboardathome is a channel for us to play games. Like this is literally what we started this for.
Yeah, we started this channel as a way to be like, we have to play games.
We want an excuse to play games, right?
Yeah.
And Machikoro is
it's
really,
a good reminder of
I
that.
love so I really want to get it finished. Because I feel like it'll be, like most Legacy games, you know, when you finished it, well, no, not like most, like some, you'll have the game then that you can play. Because I really want to play it with the kids, you know, play it with other people and just be like, hey, this is this cool, really easy game where you're building your town and you're just rolling.
Yes.
The number that you get activates the matching building and you're getting whatever benefit that is. Like... It is really cool. A really, really fun time. I'm also, obviously, because it's number 6 on my list, I'm having a grand time with Machikoro, and I want to win when we get there. But yeah, so that's Machikoro.
That was your number 6?
That is my number 6.
What is your
Is it me again?
5.
My number 5, The Witcher.
That's not on my list. It was, do you know, and I crossed it out, I was like, no, and then I went, and I couldn't decide. But
it ended on the back end of not
maybe
happening.
because I lost.
Maybe it is because you lost and you've got that, and maybe it's because that I won that it's like in my top 5. But so okay, I like The Witcher. Like the games, we have the new Witcher game, which I can't remember the name of right now. I'm looking at it. Old World, yeah. So we've got that, but this Witcher game, I think it came out like early 2000s. Can't remember what it's called. It's called The Witcher Adventure Game. Yeah, it is. So I remember playing this. You get a digital board game copy of this, like on Steam or something, you know.
Yeah.
I remember playing it and being like, "Holy moly, this game is great! I want to play this in real life." You know, but it was out of print. Like you couldn't get it anywhere. How I managed up with a copy, I have absolutely no memory of. Like, I've obviously seen it come up somewhere and been like, I need that.
Yeah,
I need that game.
I need that in my life. Yeah, I liked it.
It was really cool. So it's just a map of their world. Yeah, and all you're doing is you're just going around collecting the different color clues. You've got your individual quests that you're going on, you know, and they've got like you can do this at your rival. If your rival does this, you can do this.
Yeah.
This is your main part. This is a side quest. You're getting some cool rewards, some cool dice. Each character has their own unique dice sets. You know, Geralt's got all the swords. You know, Yennefer had like the magic dice. Like there was loads of like each character played differently, and you were going for different things. Where it's like, okay, well, sweet. I'm playing as Geralt, so I'm just going to be trying to kill everything, because that's what I do. Yes. I'm going to rock around, grabbing coin. You were playing as the bard. You were just going around just, like, making money. Or you just, I'm going to sing. I'm going to get coin. I'm going to... It was really cool. I loved how they both played individually.
Yeah, but you had that kind of not companion, what was it called? Like, if I did... There was like a certain quest.
Yes.
That... If I did, you got money for...
Yeah.
Not a companion quest? I can't remember.
No, but there was something like that, yeah. If you do this while you're in the opponent's town or whatever. Yeah, there was something. You know, I liked the cool... Yeah, I liked the cool monster tokens, like putting them upside down on the towns that are around, and you like having to weigh up. Okay, do I go there? Do I take this? Or do I take one of these bad thing cards? Or do I get like I really had a lot of fun with that.
It feels like I need to play it again.
And that was it. Like, we only ended up playing like a full game of that one time. But it really left
it's right over there.
Yeah, really left an impression on me. I had such a fun time with that game. I definitely want to play more of it.
Yeah.
Well worthy of being in my top 5.
Nice.
What's your number 5, Sarah?
My top 5.
I better look at my list just in case.
My number 5 is not on your list.
Ugh, I know exactly what this is. I can tell you, before you even say it, I can tell you this is not on my list.
Gardeners.
Oh, I knew you were going to do that.
I love this game. And it's one of these games, I have it. No one will play it with me. You hate this game with passion, your frustration. Mm-hmm. My husband will not play it with me. My daughter will, but not very often. I think we have to work up to it. I love it. It makes me laugh. When we played it, just been like, not that piece. And then you'd put it back in, and I'm like, honestly, like, I'm taking that out. Why would you put it back in? Like, this bit obviously doesn't go there. And you're just like, do it, but it needs to go there. I'm telling you, it's not.
Oh, Gardeners boils my blood. Now, I will caveat that with, when we first played it at WellyCon, it was a recommendation from one of the organisers.
Yes.
There. He was like, you guys should check this game out. So, yep, not knowing what we were delving into, I was like, yeah, sure. And we played, and we laughed till we cried. Now, so much so, all three of us were in hysterics playing this game. But I think we were in hysterics for very different reasons. You were in hysterics because you were just having a grand old time.
Yeah.
I was in hysterics because the frustration of not being able to figure out what was going on had turned from anger into just delusional hilarity. And that is Gardeners for me. Like, it's just that if I don't laugh, I'm just going to break down. Like, I don't understand.
I love it so much. And maybe that's part of why I love it, because it makes you so mad.
Like, I like to think that I can, like, I've got a pretty good sense of what Sarah's thinking. Look, you're crying already. Even thinking about it set you off.
It's such a good game.
I got a pretty good sense of what Sarah's thinking for the most part while we're gaming. You know, game enough with somebody, you sort of get an idea.
Yeah. I don't understand how you don't.
That game proves to me that you don't.
Simple.
It's so simple. There's only 3 rules you've got to follow. You know, don't put trees next to each other, and make sure a path's going from top to bottom, while no red flowers are diagonally adjacent to a yellow flower. Why are you not picking that up? I get it, and I know why it's on your list, but Garden is not. It makes me too angry. I couldn't do it. I couldn't put it on there. Do you need a minute to compose yourself from Gardener's hilarity? This is why it's on Sarah's list.
I know.
I
love it so much. Right, okay, what was that? That was my number 5.
I've done mine, so you're up for your number 4. We're into the top 5. We're into the top 4.
Quintus Tacos.
Okay, yep, we know this is on my list. Yep.
This game. We have played this so many times.
I do love this game.
And it is coming to Kickstarter fairly soon.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
So good. I love the concept of making a taco.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's the thought behind it. You can just make one yourself, and you're like, if I re-roll that, because I think you need that.
No, that's how you play Quandos Tacos. Nobody else, because we played with the kids. We're
stop me.
And it's the complete difference between how Sarah and I play. I am completely focused on myself and how I'm going to do, how I'm going to win. Sarah is like, no. I'm going to win by breaking your tacos.
Yeah.
By impeding you as much as possible. Both valid strategies, don't get me wrong. But, you know, when you're playing with kids, give them a chance, you know what I'm saying?
They will never learn. This is how they learn.
Oh, yeah.
They know if they beat me in a game,
they've earned it.
They've earned that right. Yeah,
that's fair. That's
exactly.
fair. But no, what a great
simple.
game. So simple.
So entertaining.
You get your recipes for your tacos.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody's got their recipes. They're all worth various amounts of points. And all you're doing is you are rolling some ingredients dice.
Yeah.
I feel like you get 2 re-rolls.
Yeah, so you roll it, you see what you've got, you decide, you re-roll.
Is
there
it one re-roll?
Yeah, so you're like, I'm going to keep them, I'm going to re-roll them, and then everybody gets that.
Everybody uses those dice.
Yeah, so you need to weigh up, you know, I've rolled a hard shell, but I don't actually need any of the taco outer thing, but I know that Josh needs a hard shell, so I'm going to re-roll that.
Yeah.
To stop you.
It is good fun. Quandos Tacos was just one of those games where I felt like, because it did a Kickstarter last year, I think, when we first got it and played it, it had an unsuccessful Kickstarter. And man, I really felt hard done by for them, because it is so good. It is so much fun. And I really felt, when we got it, right, we got Quandos Tacos and we played it, and immediately we're just like, this game is fantastic.
It's great. It's
holy moly.
Away. The kids were kind of arguing of like,
whose house is it going at?
Can we keep it? They were playing it amongst themselves. And you know, it's a good game. If people are fighting over who's going to get to take it home, like,
honestly, and it is getting a relaunch on Kickstarter, and I really hope it does well because more people need to play this game. It is so simple yet so fun. I cannot emphasize enough how much I enjoy playing Contras Tacos, and so if you get a chance, you should too. So very cool. So very cool. So simple. So fun. I really like it.
Right.
Really, really like it.
What was your number 4?
My number 4. Big Trouble in Little China.
This is the one
that you left off the list and were like, you're going to say...
Yeah. As we were making up our list, it was on my list.
Yeah.
And it was on there right until we almost sat down and I went, no, I'm changing it.
I got to take it off.
I'm changing it for something else. I've just I even rewatched the video to give me an idea, and then I decided, no, it's coming off. And I said, did I say to you?
Yeah. You said you're gonna be you're not gonna be happy with this thing I've taken off the list. So you talk about our playthrough video of that.
Yes.
I remember from that playthrough me just getting stuck and getting...
Yes, you were in
I was literally stuck next to some enemies the whole time and had a terrible game. I did appallingly in Act 1.
Yeah.
But still, in my top 4 because it's so much fun. I did awfully.
But it's cooperative.
Oh yeah, it's a co-op game. Because you were doing well, you dragged me through the first part, and then we got down to low pan when we flipped the board. So
the concept of that is so very clever. It's like 2 games in one.
2 acts. I love Big Trouble in Little China. One of my favorite films of all time. Like, it was one of my childhood films. I absolutely adored the movie.
Yes.
When we picked up the game, I was just like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to play this game.
Big box.
She's a big, hefty box of a game.
Yeah.
And then we played it. We played it a few times.
Yeah.
And I have so much fun with it.
It's a good game. I'm not denying it's a good game. Like I say, it was very close. It's in my top 15.
Top 15, oh, there you go. But, it's the same with what we've talked about before, where the characters, they have their own strengths and weaknesses, You've got your individual quests and cool things and upgrades for your people that make you so powerful, but yet there's so much monsters and things going on that you're always on the cusp of things going a bit dicey. You've got the timer going along at the top, and you're just like, how I want to bang out these quests, because I think you've got to do like 3 quests each or something before the timer goes in order to get like as powerful as you can, and just that pressure of, I have to get this done. The frustration of getting stuck outside a building that you can't get in or leave because your dice rolls are terrible and your cooperative partner won't come and help you. Because they're so focused on their own goals.
I feel like I needed more time in that game.
Yes.
I feel like it flipped too quickly.
Yeah. Oh, the leveling up portion.
Like, I was doing pretty well. I was like, I'm going to go in here. And then you're like, oh, we're flipping it now.
Yeah, that's it. Low pan has arrived.
I was kind of enjoying it. And then we were like, oh, now it's
boss battle time.
Yeah, well, I wanted
to get more powerful.
I wanted more of that game. Yeah, that part of it.
Yeah. Well, I think what was telling...
the other side was really stressful.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was really stressful. The telling part for me was as soon as we'd finished it, you're like, I want to play it again with Stephen. Like, and that to me is that sign of, we've played lots of games where you finish it and you're like...
He's good at it.
Huh? You want to play with someone that's good at it? Wow.
You just stood there, surrounded by people.
If you'd helped me out, it would have gone so much better. But you didn't.
No, I didn't.
But no, so maybe it's the IP. Maybe it's like playing as Kurt Russell. that always bumps things up a couple of places. How could it not? But yeah, that is my number 4, Big Trouble in Little China. Just an ace game. Once again, I think it's out of print. Like, it's such a shame. Like, yeah, really, really cool.
Number 3.
Who's number 3?
Your number
my
3.
number 3.
I think, hang on, my number 4 was Metal Circles.
Okay, my number 3, New York Zoo.
Oh, yes.
So
that was
has already been on your list.
7.
First mystery box game that we got, or that we played, and what a banger of a game that was.
I know, Mystery Box has been so good.
Yes.
Just these random... It's exactly like
what it was supposed to be.
Why we started this channel.
Yes.
To play and discover games.
Mm-hmm.
It was that we're not playing like new upcoming games. We're playing these games that have kind of drifted onto shelves.
Yeah.
And just rediscovering them, or for us, discovering them.
Yeah.
So with New York Zoo, you'd heard of it.
Yes, I'd heard the name,
I'd never heard of it. Just brilliant. And I can't buy it.
No, it's one of those. I don't know if it's a New Zealand thing or whatever, but yeah, it seems to be sold out just everywhere. Hard to.
Yeah, soon after we played that, kids were like, I want to play this. I want to play this more.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, this is a game that we would happily buy to put on our shelf.
Mm-hmm. Can't right now. No.
So thank you to Boggin Rentals.
Oh yeah. No, and what a great concept for a game. You know, you have your empty park, and you're just filling it with enclosures.
What
and
are you filling them with?
I've refused. Tetrominos. Filling it with some pieces, enclosures. And putting these cool little... Is it the fact that it's got these cool little animal meeples that, like...
Do you remember what the animals were?
Ooh. Yes, I undoubtedly do, because I played so much of this game. You've got flamingos.
Yes.
You've got Arctic foxes. You've got meerkats.
Yeah.
You've got... those Australian not koalas. They're not koalas or wallabies. They are tree kangaroos.
Yes.
And is there a 5th?
There is.
There is. Is it a penguin? Have
Yes.
I seen penguin? There it is. Just really cool. And maybe it is that association as well of, like, the kids loved it and wanted to play it. Like, and we're just like, yeah, let's play. And it's also, like, for me, like, my whole family doesn't get around and play board games together that often,
yeah.
you know. But we all sat down and had a game in New York Zoo, you know, and it was so good. It was so much fun. I loved the strategy behind it.
Yeah.
I hate that you beat me right as I was about to win. Like, that crushing, I was so close.
And do you know what's funny is that when I played it with my daughter, I had that crushing feeling. Whereas we stepped past the breeding line, and she filled up. She filled up. She got a piece, filled it, and I was doing the same thing, and I filled after her. Like, it was
so close.
She beat me by this.
Yeah.
This.
Such an easy game to teach. Like, you're moving this cool elephant around this track. Whatever you land on is what you do.
Yeah, you're filling up your zoo with animals.
Yeah.
They're having a good time and creating babies.
Yeah.
It's a good.
It is such a good game, and it was like I said, it's such a fun way to kick off the mystery boxes. Really,
that first mystery box, I think that we could put the whole box on
really set a high bar.
Really
for mystery boxes going forward. But no, New York Zoo. Yeah, I highly recommend that game.
Yes.
If we can find a copy, we will definitely pick it up. I'm hoping this WellyCon, whenever that is going to be, maybe we get lucky and maybe there's a copy down there. Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
If anyone's going to WellyCon and wants to sell us
a
put
copy
it aside for us. We'll be wearing these t-shirts.
Yes, you'll find us. We'll be making a lot of noise and
number 3.
That was my number 3.
Top 3.
It is top 3. It is. That was my
number 3. Oh, now I'm just debating. No, I'm not. I'm going with my gut.
Mm-hmm.
Because I swapped these. Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle.
That is also on my list.
Is it? Ooh, oh, that means that. Interesting. I honestly thought our top 3 would be the same. One of these top 3 is not on your list. Absolutely baffles my brain.
That is.
It's not even on your top 10. One of these.
So we'll talk.
I feel like you're gonna regret it.
We'll talk about that in a. We'll talk about Hogwarts Battle.
Okay. Yeah.
Soon.
Number 2.
It's your number 2.
Zelda
is also on my list. So we'll talk about that in a minute.
I wonder where it is.
Wow, so that means what's your number 1?
And I don't understand how it's not your number 1.
Oh my, okay, we'll get to number 1. So, my number 2
Harry Potter
is Hogwarts Battle.
Yeah.
Right?
Great game.
Great game. And one of those games that we keep losing, but thankfully the fantastic people, the viewers over on YouTube are like, no, have another go. And there's literally all it takes for us to be like, yeah, let's totally go again.
It's a good game.
Such a good game.
I like it, a deck builder, and it's a quick deck builder.
You're
constantly.
Quick deck
Well,
builder.
I say like you're like putting something in your hand every turn. What's
Yes.
the game we played recently? We're putting something in your hand every turn.
Star Realms?
Oh
Yeah. So no, I mean, love Harry Potter. Once again, I associate this game with this is my first COVID lockdown game.
Yes, yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So this is what I bought for me, my wife, and my kids. This is what we played through COVID lockdown. You know, we battled through the entire campaign. We were playing it wrong as well, so we were making it so much harder for ourselves.
Oh, really?
We played through like the first expansion.
No.
I bought the second expansion, which unfortunately, the kids were over it by then, so we've never even touched the second expansion. Bought like the sleeves, like the proper sleeves for it, because I was just enamored with Hogwarts Battle. Like you say.
Yeah, you and your family are Harry Potter fans.
Yeah, we're a Harry Potter
family.
family.
That makes it. Whereas I am yet to see all the Harry Potter movies.
I'm not sure if anyone could tell that by your pronunciation.
And I think there has been a few comments from the people of YouTube saying, you know,
Sarah, buck up your pronunciation ideas.
Yeah, just watch it. But I just haven't got around to it. Same with Little China, Big Trouble in Little China. Yes. I purposely watched the film before we played that.
Oh yeah, that was worth it. That was worth it in itself.
But,
just to get you to
I
watch
think Harry
that.
Potter. I have maybe seen. I'm gonna go 3 of them, but regardless of not knowing the film,
not being in.
I mean, I still know most of the characters. I mean, most of the characters.
I think everybody has a.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone has an overview. I still really enjoyed the game because I love a deck.
Love a deck builder for sure. I mean, Hogwarts Battle is one of those games though where it can just beat you. Like, through no fault of your own, you can just get a rough draw of, like we had, a rough draw of villains at the start, knocks you down a couple of locations pretty early, and all of a sudden, it's kind of unwinnable. You just can't. So, part of me gets frustrated when I play, because I've had many games like that of Harry Potter where, unfortunately, it can't be won, but the randomness of it and what comes up in the shop means that playing again, you never have that experience twice. Like, you don't generally go back to back with these things because of how random it is and because of the amount of cards in the shop. It's got
a massive deck of cards. It gets bigger and bigger as the years go on.
Mini Legacy as well. Like, every year that you play, you're unlocking new cards. Your characters are getting stronger because they're getting further on through school, so they're learning new spells. You're unlocking new mechanics. Like, I think the last thing that we unlocked was proficiencies.
Yes.
Like, there's all kinds of cool stuff that's making you more powerful as you play through. And I really love Hogwarts Battle. Like, I'll even slash that with Defense Against the Dark Arts, like the battling version.
Yeah, I like that, but not as much. And I did think about that, but that one, it's just not as good.
No, and I didn't want to put Defense Against the Dark Arts. I didn't want both, and I think that Hogwarts Battle is the superior version of that game.
Fuller.
Like, you know, you've even got some dice rolling in there. Yeah, just really, really good time. You don't need to be a Harry Potter fan to get them. You know,
you don't know.
You have a bit more enjoyment if you are. Like, I remember with my youngest daughter, when we first started playing that game, all she wanted to do, and it used to drive me crazy, but it just is what it is. All she wanted to do was buy all the allies, because she just wanted all of the characters. She was just like, oh my god, he's my favourite. I'm going to buy him. Oh my god, she's my favourite. Like, every ally, she was just like, the rest of us couldn't get a look in for allies. You know, she was just like buying them all. And he's just sitting there like, you know, how about like letting some of us get that? No, I can't. That was my favourite. But it was so good, you know. That was just another little fun side part of the game that I really liked, and it amuses me listening to you butcher the spells and the people and the characters. We never got to use We never got to use. Well, so somebody did mention on our last video, hey, you guys got a rough draw. You should try it again. So we will be coming back to Hogwarts Battle at some point. So yes, look out for that to be in our list for year 3.
Yeah. Right, number 1.
Is this your number 1? No, it can't. Can't be, is it?
Number 2.
Ones?
Yeah, because my number 2
was Zelda,
and that's
my
on
number
your
2
list
is Hogwarts Battle.
So we'll do your. I honestly don't know how.
So we'll do my number 1 because we know what it is.
Yes.
Okay, so my number 1 is Zelda.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Clockwork
Realm.
Wow. This guy created, and we've not even like.
Not even scratched the surface of that game.
It's got like this outer layer that you can play and that we kind of faff around with that we want.
But yeah, it's got expansions.
Wow.
Not only is this my number 1 game of this year, but it's free. Yeah. You can just have this game.
It's insane that it is. Yeah.
This dude, I'm so sorry, I can't remember his name. I apologize. He's just made this. No,
it's not James.
And
it's in my head, my noggin somewhere.
With just all of the Zelda love.
Yeah.
And then just put it on BGG. And just be like, here is this game that I've made. Have it. Enjoy it. Now, my one critique of Zelda. Mm-hmm. Man, there's a lot of cutting and sticking. I spent many an hour, a night. I feel like I spent a full night shift, like obviously working, but also cutting out this deck builder. What a game!
Yeah.
What a game! And you know, even we played it so bad. We played it so wrong, but
it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. Because it was so good. You've got your temples. Individual, they all have different mechanics.
Mechanisms, yeah.
That you are going to be facing, you know? Some of them have a lot of water. Water sucks. Some of them have...
the frustration when you're like, right, I need to get to you. How? I can't go that way. And then the thing moves, like, well, move it. And you're like, that's made it so much worse. Yeah.
You can adjust the team. You can rotate the board around. There's like this puzzle element where there's so many times in our Zelda videos where we have to cut it because we're like, look, we need some puzzling time.
We need to think this, and this video will go on for way too long if we're just sat there going...
just looking at and just having these conversations of, well, if you twist that, and then I rotate this, and then you do this twice... Just what... And once again, like, it sounds like it's complicated, and I guess... parts of it are, but it's not.
It's worth it.
Oh, it's so worth it. You've only got 3 different types of cards. You know that it's like power, move, interact, power, like, you know, just these combinations of three of your different stats.
Yes.
You get some cool Zelda theme. Like, look, I've not played loads of Zelda. I played some when I was a kid, and I love it. Like, it's great games. But I've never finished one. You know, I've started a fair few of them and really enjoyed them. But it didn't matter. Like, I didn't.
So good.
You will get a lot out of it if you're a Zelda fan with like, oh look, I've picked up this rod of something. Oh my gosh, that's this, or you know, here's this cool thing and item. You will have these memories and these like associations with these items while you're playing, but you
even
don't
if you
need
don't,
it.
no, it's totally worth it.
Yeah, what a game! Like, and like Sarah touched on, there's 2 expansions that we've. Like, I printed out the second one.
World,
the overworld map. That honestly, it looks so cool. But we haven't gotten there yet, and I'm like, far out. Why? Why have we not gotten there?
We keep buying more games.
Somebody, probably me, keeps buying more stuff. But and you don't even have to buy. You don't even have to buy this game. Just download. Honestly, I cannot recommend it enough.
Go to BGG and just download this game.
Just download it. The files are all there.
Cutting
and sticking, and I'm sure you could probably even find companies online that would just do it all for you.
I feel like someone made a box and stuff for it and did
There was an amazing thing on like a Reddit thread that was like, hey, I've just received my custom-made Clockwork Realm box, and I saw it, and I think I saw it and immediately sent it to you. Just like, oh my gosh, I want this. I need to know where to get this because this game, once again, it's in our print and play area, and I think this is why it doesn't get as much play as because there's no box on the shelf for it, right? You know, it's not one that you look through the collection and go, "Oh, Zelda, let's play that." But man, I cannot recommend this enough. Number 1 on my list. While we were talking about it, I immediately thought to myself, I know what my number 1 is. Like, I know that number 1 is Zelda. I'm just going to work backwards from there. So...
Interesting.
What a game. Josh's number 1 with an exclamation point. 2 exclamation points. I'm so intrigued. I can't even fathom what your number 1 is. I don't even know
how it's not on your number 1.
Am I about to kick myself? Go on, please hit me. I need to know.
I don't even know how it's not in your top 10.
Oh, God.
And I think you're going to need to move your list around.
What's your number 1, Sarah?
Jaws of the Lion.
Oh.
How? How is it not even in your top 10? Gloomhaven. It's just...
Yeah.
I love Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven of Jaws of the Lion. Frosthaven. I love it. And just Dan Tootin.
Yes.
Because we played the whole, I want to say the whole of Gloomhaven.
We played majority, We finished the story.
We finished the story of Gloomhaven. And going back and us playing Jaws of the Lion, learning it concept by concept.
Yeah.
I found that incredible because that's not where I started. I learned
you learned
all
baseball
at once, you know, and just going step by step. And like a few times, I feel like when we're playing, we're like, "Oh no, you do this," and you're like, "Oh, not yet." Someone's died. You put a coin down. Oh no, we don't do that yet.
Yeah, no, we're in the tutorial. We're not doing that.
That back.
Yeah.
Learning it step by step, I didn't find it low in any part. I found it fascinating being able to slow it down, going from the start and going through it, and new character. I love learning a new character and developing them and them becoming part of me.
Yeah, no. Don't get me wrong. I do like Jaws of the Lion. You've just got this. Like, this is the campaign. It's this box. You're gonna play as this character from start to finish, and that's where.
So finish.
No, so full disclosure with Jaws of the Lion. So some of you might have even noticed that those videos just stopped, right? We did 9 episodes, and it just
Sudden
stopped
death.
on like a sudden death episodes just stopped on a cliffhanger. So behind the scenes, what happened there was we'd filmed episode 10 and lost, gotten our ass handed to us, but then we lost the video. We lost the board video. I've got the face video, I'm pretty sure, but we lost the board video. It was on a phone that we were using.
Yeah, we obviously don't use very much.
And then something happened. I can't remember. No, I do remember. We filmed it. We lost. I took it home to edit it, right? And in amongst all the editing I was doing, I honestly thought I'd done it. I thought, I finished editing Jaws of the Lion. I'd posted it. No worries. Looked on the YouTube page a month or so later and was like, oh, where's the last episode of Jaws of the Lion? Why is that not up there? I'm sure that's supposed to have come out already. And then looked at it, oh, I haven't even edited, I haven't even put that together. I have not even made a start on that. I just convinced myself I'd done it. And then when I went to find the video, it was gone. We deleted them, because we thought we'd done it. So the video just stopped. And we do have these conversations every now and again where I'll say to you, like, look, we could just go back to Jaws,
pretend.
As far as the YouTube series goes,
we never lost.
We didn't lose. We just stopped. We could carry on, but I think it's because it's in our head that we lost.
Yeah, and
we
it's
just
been
haven't
so
done
long.
it.
We kind of moved on. You know, we went to Harry Potter.
We went to different
that,
campaigns.
And then went to other campaigns and stuff. And so we've just never gone back to it.
Yeah, maybe year 3 is the year that we finish our Jaws of the Lion campaign.
Jaws of the Lion, go back to Harry Potter.
Yeah, I mean, I would look, Gloomhaven.
How did it not make your top 10?
I think it's because I associate it with my own. I messed up those videos, and so it has the game itself doesn't have a bad taste in my
9
mouth.
videos we did, and it's not even in your top 10.
But my association of I messed up those videos sticks with me. But no, look, if you've played Gloomhaven, you know what Gloomhaven is. I think most people do, you know, and this is intro to Gloomhaven, so it makes it even better.
It's just not about it.
The fact that the map was a book. That was great. You've got your own individual, your own individual character stuff.
Yeah.
I do love Jaws of the Lion. I do, but
so good.
I'd love to go. I would love to go back to it.
I love Gloom.
Yeah, Gloomhaven's great. I've got another one coming. There's another one coming soon, which I thought would actually be quite fun for us to play.
Coming?
So, Buttons and Bugs is coming. Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs.
I'm listening.
It's solo Gloomhaven. So I thought that could be quite interesting to see how, especially I know how much you love Gloomhaven. I'd be interested to see what your take on that is, because Buttons and Bugs, and I know we're getting a bit off topic here, but you love playing Gloomhaven, right? This is a Gloomhaven that you can just play. You don't need.
But part of Gloom is us.
Definitely.
You know, and for the off-screen, our private lives, our gaming group, we finished Gloom and started Frost, and it's the 4 of us gathered together, having a bevy, playing Gloom.
Oh no!
The frustrations, the heartache.
Oh, Frosthaven, honestly, just as we're talking in this Haven world, Frosthaven. It's so hard.
Well, we knew that before we started. I think you'd said, you know, I've been reading up. It's harder than Gloom.
Yeah, it's been
the scenarios. I remember the very first game we played, we were like, oh.
I mean, we've only lost a couple, but man, yeah, she's been difficult. But I don't know. I feel like Buttons and Bugs. We should circle back to that for a minute. You could maybe you play that with the people. Maybe you
do some more boarding alone.
Maybe
I've not done boarding alone in a while.
Yeah.
You've never done one.
I've never done one. I tried.
But yes, my number one.
But there you go.
Always Gloomhaven.
What a great year of games.
Quite a lot of different games.
Yeah, surprisingly, I think more in common this year than for last.
Yes.
But what a great year of games it has
Yes.
been. Honestly, we've got so many good games coming out for year 3. I'm really excited about.
And some that we won't know yet.
No.
Hence the mystery boxes.
I mean, the mystery boxes, honestly, there's Kickstarters that are coming through. One in particular that I cannot... 2 in particular that I cannot wait for. Holy moly, I want to devote all of my time to these games. What are they going to be, you ask?
Year 3 is going to be epic.
You'll find out.
Yeah.
Year 3 is going to be great. But there you go. That was our top 10 list from year 2.
And happy birthday us.
Oh, yes, happy anniversary, us. Yay. What were your top videos from?
Yes, let us know.
Yeah, please. What did you
What's
enjoy?
your top 3?
What didn't make our list that you think should have? What was in the wrong spot? What should have been higher? What should have been lower? Let us know.
Glue should have been on your list.
Should Jaws of the Lion have been on my list? We'll figure it out.
All right.
But yes, that's us. We'll see you next time.
Bye.